Good morning. Welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot. Today I am doing the yearly reading of 2021 for the zodiac sign of Libra. Okay. These are not going to have extendeds. I'm trying to push out a lot of videos so that I'm not behind with the beginning of the month videos. I work 6 days a week, so it's kind of hard to get. I try to produce as much as I can. Okay. Again, this is going to be it's for a zodiac sign, so it's still a general collective read. If it resonates with you, take what's yours. If it doesn't resonate with you, then leave it. Always remember, if it resonates with you later, readings are timeless, and they're for the time that you find them. So even if it's 20 years later, if it resonates with you in that time, then that's when you were meant to find it. You can also, it's fortune telling, so it may not resonate with you now, but a little while later it will or can, and then you're more than welcome to come back to the channel and review those videos. We also have the extendeds on Patreon. These, of course, aren't going to have extendeds, but if I've gotten the camera fixed the way it's supposed to be so I can load the videos again onto Patreon, then I'll start doing that with the first of the month readings. Okay? If you like the channel, please like, subscribe, share. I don't know how it works with their algorithm. I don't think anybody knows how their algorithm works, but it really does build the channel exponentially. If you are under the age of 18, please exit left. You're not supposed to be here. Some of my cards have full frontal nudity, and by YouTube standards, you should not be watching this channel if you're under the age of 18. Okay, so I'm going to start I'm going to start, and of course I still pre-shuffle, so you don't have to listen to a bunch of shuffling. Okay, I'm going to start with an Animal Spirit Oracle card for Libra. Okay, and it's Armadillo Spirit, and it's telling you to set healthy boundaries. Okay, all right, so... And I'm going to do a different spread. That's why my table looks different, and I needed more room. Okay. For Libra, please. Protection, guarding. It's telling you to drop your shields. So I think what it is you have yourself bound up, because this one's telling you to set healthy boundaries. So it's like, just know what's acceptable and what's not. And then, you know, let those be your boundaries. But that doesn't mean you don't let anybody in, ever. Okay? I know that feeling. I've been there. Libra. Okay, and it's telling you to harness your mystic power. Okay? So, okay. Now what I'm going to do is called a Celtic cross spread. Oops. And there we have. We have a runner. Alright, let me see if I can get the card. Alright, and the first card out, sorry. I don't think there's a graceful way to do that. Okay, so you have the Six of Shields. This is somebody that's trying to be in balance. Okay, they're giving their money. They seem to be balanced at the moment. But you know, do you know why you're giving the money? Do you know whom you're giving it to? Do you know that if you're giving that coin to that person and they may not have as much need, and you're giving the same amount to a person that has more need? You could and the other adage for that card is to be cautious that you're not giving just to give, to make you look good, or like you know the adage about buying your child a computer when really they only needed some time. They needed your time. Okay. The Nine of Wands. You've been through a lot. This is the environment that we're at. You have been through a lot. You know there's another wand out there, and you don't know whether it's friend or foe, because every one of those wands behind him, he fought a battle over. Okay, and so he's a warrior. He is on guard. He's actually guarding. Okay. So what crosses you is the Two of Wands. Okay, and the Two of Wands typically is making your plans, but in this card it can be being hemmed up by your plans. This person made their plans, did everything. They're standing on a turret. They made this. They built themselves something, and they didn't put an exit door in it. And now they want to create something new, and they have no way out. And see the little dragon there? This is also a trust card. You have to trust. And these two have been together since birth. They have a loving, caring relationship. But the only way this person can get off of this tower is to see, and if you notice, the dragon has a new wand. That's so the person can create something new. They're going on a new adventure, a new fool's journey. Talk about a leap of faith. Okay? And the only way this person can get off this roof is to jump. And he's got to trust that dragon to catch him. I'm not telling you to jump off that turret. But what I'm saying is to have faith. You know, you have to believe in whatever you're trying to manifest. Okay? Believe that it's coming. Believe that you're going to do whatever it is that you're setting yourself to do. Whatever your plans are. Believe in it with unwavering faith. Okay? And then what you have going for you is at the base of the spread, and this is the Father card. This is sometimes called the Emperor. That is basically take charge with authority. He is the stern one. He can be very creative. He can be very very stark. He knows he has learned how to utilize all the power of all the kings in the deck. And he knows how to use their energy. That's why he's the father. He's like he would be the god, the harvest god, whatever your beliefs are. But the overall energy of the card is to act like you are an emperor, and I don't mean strut around in robes, but I do mean to know what you want. Be prepared for whatever you need to do. Don't be afraid to make decisions, and you just walk forth with authority. Okay? In the past, it shows that you were working hard on something. See, you had made plans, you set those ships out, but they're still way out there. And you know, ships sink sometimes. You don't know if you're going to get a return on that investment, but you do know you can't just sit around. And you didn't. You worked hard. And this is sometimes called the apprentice card. He learned how to do stuff. He learned how to make that. And he's making a living for his family. And his ships are coming in, but we don't know when. But they're still way out there. So you did start preparing and worked hard doing it. Okay, some more for Libra. All right, at the top of the spread, it's called the Crown, is the sword, Ace of Swords. This could be a new beginning. I mean, it's the potential for a new beginning. Aces are always a potential for a new beginning. This one is clarity. This one is Excalibur. That brings forth all those Arthurian... I can't remember what they would be called. Not rules, but how they lived. Their honor code. Their honor code. You need to put... That's a double-edged sword. You need to put forth goodness, not evil in the world. This is in your this is your mental processes. This is air kind of energy. Okay, and with the knights were honorable. They didn't just run around. Well, some weren't, but all the round table type of energies, and that's what you need to exude. That's kind of what this whole reading is about. It's not just the how you live your life, living your life with honor, but it's also being very clear. You will be very clear about what your values are, what you want in life, where you want to go, and how you want to get there, and what you need to do that. Okay? And that brings in the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Okay, because you do have the clarity. If you're clear on what you want, then it's easier to develop a plan on how to get where you want to go. It's so much easier than bumbling through life. But I've bumbled through quite a bit, so I can't say too much. Okay. And the next card is for you, Okay. Oh, you're walking away from something. Okay, and again, we all have to do that at some point. You're walking away from things that don't serve you anymore. See, those ships are still in the background. This is an eclipse, so this could have happened around the time of an eclipse, or it could be happening during the next eclipse. But see the dawn. There's light over there, and these cauldrons that he's walking away from. He's on a rocky beach. I mean, a wave could have come in and filled them with salt water, and those are no longer viable for him. No longer viable options. And sometimes it is a rest and retreat card. Okay, so that would be when you're doing this does set in with these. You do need to set healthy boundaries. That's what this card is about. Okay, and dropping your shields. How ironic. You worked hard. You are very guarded. You do want to get down and you want to create something new. You see, you even have the armadillo in this card. All right, and he would have established healthy boundaries. Okay? And you have clarity and honor. When you wield that sword, you're harnessing mystic power. The Wheel of Fortune's moving in your favor because you are taking this time to rest and reflect. And whatever it is that you're trying to move towards, she is the High Priestess. That's a heavy-duty card. She's Major Arcana. So is the Father. Okay? So is the Wheel of Fortune. And it's basically following your intuition. You need to follow your intuition. Let it guide you where you need to go. Okay? Alright, I'm not going to take those. They're good cards, though. And I don't think that's where they're going with this. And there you have the High Priestess. You have the High Priestess twice because you have the High Priestess over here. So it's harnessing your mystic power. And she is the keeper of knowledge. See, you know things, you just don't realize that you know things. Your hopes and fears is the Page of Pentacles. There should be some kind of communication coming in. She is also the perpetual student. The Page of Shields is about learning things. She is studying that. So it maybe you're preparing yourself for something to go forward and you're learning about it. Because what she's doing is she's studying every bit of that shield. She knows where the flaws are, where the structure lies, exactly how that's put in, if there's even a drop of it's out of balance. She knows. She's learning that because he was that page at one time, okay? He was that page at one time. That's how he knows how to build those shields. So it makes sense. If you're ready to start something new, you would want to learn all about it. And you have to follow your instincts on that. That's why you need to rest and reflect. So you can set healthy boundaries and drop your shields and know how to maneuver through the whatever it is that you're trying to go to. Okay? And as a Libra, it's extremely important for you to be balanced. Okay. All right, and the most probable outcome is the Magician. It's as above, so below. This is blessed by spirit. If you'll notice, he has all the elements of all the suits. So he has the pentacles, he has the shields, the cauldron, the wand, and the sword. The sword's on the table. It's hard to see. It's over right here. It's on his altar. And he has Spirit's blessing. So what it has above, so below. He's bringing the power down to manifest it down here on earth. Okay? And that's what is coming in your future. All right? And the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. So this might be about love. Or it might be about a business. It could be both. Okay? So I'm going to clarify. Actually, since you're trying to create something, I'm going to use the Wizard's deck. This is the Wizard's Tarot that I'm going to be clarifying. And this is the Celtic Tarot that I used. Okay? So, let's see. Alright, Page of Wands. So, you're going to have a communication about something creative or passionate. Something you may be passionate about. You know, I have a friend that always loved martial arts, and he loves the weapons and whatnot, and he was very good at it. And I mean, he was just, and he called me one day and told me, you know, he walked away from his job because he got his dream job. I mean, he makes good money, don't get me wrong, but he walked away from his job because he got his dream job. And I knew immediately he was a sword maker, and he does. He makes swords. And he makes very good ones, too. And the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so what it's telling you is you're going to get a communication. And that one is, you're tending a pentacle. There's something that you're thinking about that you want to do. So that may be, again, that could be a person or that could be creating something. Okay. And the Nine of Wands, where he's the wounded warrior. It's telling you, that's why it's telling you to drop your shields. You can set healthy boundaries, but drop your shields, because that's the Star card coming in. That's wish fulfillment coming in. And you can block your wishes if you keep your guard up. There's a difference between setting boundaries and being guarded. Okay? And you need to face your fears, so you can drop your shields. Alright? And then you can create. So let's clarify the Two of Wands for Libra, please. The Two of Wands. Let's clarify that for Libra, please. Okay, so it's telling you to think analytically. You want to think analytically. And then you'll have justice. Now that could be a court case or something where you're filing suit against somebody, and it might not be. That could be you're just getting your justice because of all the work that you put in. You will be successful. Okay, but it is telling you to take charge with authority. That's what's going for you. So yeah, you were in the Nine of Swords energy. That is just plain mental anguish. Nothing but. You can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't do anything. And you can't function, you can't create, you can't do anything in that kind of energy. And so the Six of Pentacles is about balance. It's also about an older generation giving something to the younger generation. It doesn't necessarily have to be that an older generation, but it may be somebody that has more knowledge in this area. So it may be somebody teaching you something or giving you something. See, she's giving the little girl a pentacle. I'm going to say she's a teacher, so she learned something, so she's giving her the pentacle, like the badge of honor. Okay, now in your past, it was the Eight of Shields. You were working hard. Okay, that is going to produce the Six of Wands. That's the victory parade. Whatever you're doing now is producing the foundation for whatever you're planning on building. It doesn't mean it has to be related. It may just be that what you did in the past is going to help bring about, because the magician's in that card. He's holding the thing. All right. And that was the Ace of Cups that was coming in. So you needed to get clarity about that. So that could definitely be love coming in. Well, it is love coming in. Cups is love, but it's emotions. And I don't mean to confuse you. In the Celtic deck, it's called cauldrons. In a lot of other decks, it's called cups. The wands are sometimes called rods. The pentacles are sometimes shields, and I think the swords are always swords. So I'm not sure. I have to check on that. All right. So what are you gaining clarity on? So that love can be love of self. That can be love of another. That can be romantic love. That could be unconditional love for a child, but whatever it is, it's peaceful and loving. It's love, and you're finding your clarity with that because you had conflict, you had internal conflict, or you felt like you were having to position. Maybe this person had a lot of, let's say, suitors, and you weren't sure how you fit in, and it was almost like you had to jockey for position to get this person's attention. Okay, and that puts you at a crossroads. Okay, and it's all right, you're balanced here, but you can't stay here long. You're on a beach and the tide's coming in. Okay, so I think you're at a crossroads, and you're making the decision to move forward with the future. You're grasping your future. Okay, you're there. Okay, you may be learning something new, because I see a couple of things about learning in this deck. In this spread. And this is about higher learning. This is about hierarchies. That's usually called the Pope card. So, the Pope would have been in charge of the cardinals, da 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 da. And then it goes down to bishops and priests and whatnot, nuns, etc. But it's also about education, higher education. Now, higher education does not necessarily mean a college education. It can be whatever trade that you want to go into. It's secondary school after high school. It's also could be if you're in a position where you might have to take state boards. Anything that has to do with you learning. Okay, and it's also about balancing. Again, very important for Libra. Balancing your spiritual and your material self. And you can do that when you are the Emperor. Okay? And that's why you walked away. So you might have walked away to learn something, or because it was just time. Okay? And you're missing the Four of Cups. It's like you're so focused on something, you're not seeing a gift that Spirit's trying to give you. Okay? You may not see that gift just yet. And that's another reason you need to rest and retreat. You have to recharge your batteries once in a while. Okay? And then, after that, that's when you can manifest things. That's the Three of Pentacles. That's your ships coming in. You have to be able to see it. You have to be able to feel it. And you can't be so exhausted that you can't do anything. Okay? So with this High Priestess, you have the Knight of Cups coming in. So it looks like somebody wants to come in with a cup of love, or you want to give somebody a cup of love. And the High Priestess is telling you to follow your instincts. With your instincts. Okay? Because you can be the king. Oops! The King of Wands. Well, where'd the card go? You can be the King of Wands. You can still be. And he's very creative. He's very passionate. Okay? Those are usually fire. The fire signs would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. That could mean something. I don't know all the signs. I just happen to know those. It could be somebody very passionate coming in for you, or you could be turning into you and using the King of Wands energy, being creative and passionate. because above it you are the Page of Shields, and you want to start something anew. You walked away from something because you learned a lot of hard lessons. Okay, you learned a lot of hard lessons, and you're afraid. You're afraid. That's why you have your shields up. That's why you need to learn to set healthy boundaries, and that way you can drop your shields. And again, there's a significant difference between the two of them. Okay. And here you have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. And it's going to take a lot of hard work, but you can manifest whatever you have. That's what's in your future, the most probable outcome. Okay, and sometimes this is the Six of Swords. That's moving towards calmer waters, but it's also letting somebody help you. Sometimes you might have to let somebody help you get there. This is a great reading. Okay. Whoops. Come on, you. All right. Huh. Well, it has the Five of Cups. And I think what it's saying is that when you let somebody help you, you're getting out of the Five of Cups. And your blessings are behind you. So when you turn it around to walk away like you do in the Hermit card, that's when you start moving towards calmer waters. And that's when you start healing yourself, and you can become the Magician and manifest something good for your life. And at the bottom of the deck, I have clarity. Okay. It's the Ace of Swords. Again, that's 2 times with that. So that's a very, very important card. And so the most likely outcome is that you're going to become the Queen of Pentacles. So you could and embrace that energy. She's very loving, kind, nurturing, and caring. Okay? And the bottom is the Ten of Pentacles. I normally wouldn't have done that, but it was the Ten of Pentacles. So I'm going to run, I'm going to do a few Archangel cards to get some clarity. I forgot to tell you, these readings are going to be a little bit longer because I'm going into more depth because of the, it's a year. It's for a yearly reading. So I'm going to go a little more in depth. It's telling you to have courage. Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Okay? Crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. I think I said that earlier in the read too. Okay? Unwavering faith. And leadership. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. And that would be the Father, the Emperor. Okay. So I think whatever you're working on, just this is how you do it. You have to set your boundaries. Okay? And that way you don't have to have shields up. And when you don't have your shields up, then Spirit can come in and bring things into you. You have love coming, you have clarity coming, you have 2 aces of the same swords, but you still have 3 aces in this reading. It looks like you're finding your balance, and it's like you're moving. It's like you're in that process, you're in that transition phase. It's like you're still working, you're doing your thing, but you're learning about what it is that you want to move forward into. It looks like you could be starting a business or starting something. It could be anything, but it's creative. I mean, and helping people, because it's telling you you're going to be guiding others at some point. Okay? And I hope you have a happy new year. I know it's not New Year's yet, but these are the readings for the new year. So I hope this is a much better year than, and we're not so restricted like we were last year. 2021 may just be that breakthrough year. I wish all of you light and love, and if you like the readings, please hit like, subscribe, and share. That's how we expand the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.